Hello, very happy to see you on our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from a royal expert. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have a power illusion about their ability to make money. How many people here really think that just because they have a contract with Netflix means Harry and Meghan will make millions of dollars? It seems like the onus of success falls on Harry and Meghan's ability to bring quality material to the table of Netflix's team. Can they come up with good ideas, research them, and follow through on the details? Can they write scripts? Can they use their experience to come up with family-friendly content? Meghan has the attention span of a gnat. She moves from one idea to the next, and even where she volunteers changes every time. Where is her sustainability? Meghan has none. Harry has absolutely no creative experience. I thought he achieved an abysmal GCSE in English and writing. Where are they going to come up with those shows? Scobie? He doesn't do much other than bow to the desires of his boss and friend, Meghan. As exciting as this news sounds, nothing has happened. Remember when the world gasped in amazement when the speaking agency, Harry Walker, that represents Barack and Michelle Obama, Alex Rodriguez, and many A-list stars took on Meghan and Harry? Well, they aren't with that agency anymore. Why? What changed? I think it was Harry and Meghan's abysmal performances in their Zoom meetings and video interviews. Meghan talks over everyone each time, as though she's the most important person in the room. We thought Harry and Meghan were on the up and up with the couple finally snagging speaking engagements, but it all came to nothing. I've read that this Netflix deal isn't as big as how Meghan and Harry's PR team is making it sound. They will have to work. They have a lot of work ahead of them, and this is going to take patience and time. Can they do it? I don't know. I want the ex-royals to be on their own, to not ask for money from Prince Charles, to not beg for security, to not need a mortgage or such an obnoxious mansion. But after researching this Netflix proclamation, I'm a little cynical. I don't know if Harry and Meghan can truly go the distance, but it sure would make life easier for the royals who are being royal in the UK. You have a contract. It doesn't mean you're going to make that amount of money. It takes money to make money. That is, they first have to put out the money to incorporate a company. Then they have to hire people to write the scripts, which go through multiple writings before you get a workable script. Then find a location to do the shoot, pay for the equipment and staff, and salaries for actors, all before you go into production and post-production costs. Where is that money coming from? Didn't they already get denied their charity because they didn't fill out the paperwork right or pay the upfront fees? You get nothing for free. There's a big caveat. They will be producers. They will not be employed by Netflix. They have signed to produce and provide. They only receive money when actual products have been proposed, with all details laid out, including budgets, writers, written. Upon a satisfactory approval, a certain amount of finances will be advanced. No one is going to hand out big bucks willy-nilly, especially to two inexperienced, unproven people. And the first time they fumble, fail to deliver on time or on budget, well, c'est la vie. Netflix is a business, first and foremost. And there's a lot of other hungry producers out there, and the competition is cutthroat. I wonder what the royal family's reaction would be if Meghan and Harry started doing controversial or political shows. Of course they will produce controversial and political shows. The more woke, the better. I'm led to suspect one of their goals in life is to annoy the British royal family, especially the Queen, as much as possible. Perhaps Meghan can post a how-to video for writing inspiring messages on bananas. Plus, what credentials do they have to land such a lucrative multi-year deal? Meghan was married to a producer. So what, she's a producer now? Meghan married into royalty, so she trades on the royal name. Sussex Batching is on the way out. It's becoming uncool. The Sussexes have taken control over the press and started what created the witch hunt in the first place. You will be increasingly on your own and looking mean-spirited and ugly. We'll have to wait and see the cake. How their ingredients mixed together, baked for however long, iced with saccharine sweeteners, possibly following no recipe, looks when it's all presented. Another royal expert expressed this opinion. Why doesn't everyone who unilaterally supports Meghan and Harry have a crowdfunding to host an event with them as featured speakers? It can be for a charity, less speakers' fees on whatever subject they can care to speak on. Earn back the crowdfunding with attendees paying for the privilege to hear these two speakers. Set upon the backdrop of their new mansion, they could speak, interview, and host a panel. A wonderful chance to showcase their charity interview speaking chops, and, should they produce it themselves, what a way to silence the naysayers. If Oprah has the power to open the doors for other producers, she should have opened her own first and produced this inexperienced couple's ideas, which is all they have. Respectfully, you just cannot walk into a producer with an idea, no film to review, and make the statement you also want to be co-producers, which is exactly what they did. It was due to Harry and his roots with the monarchy that even got them appointments with various producers. None of them were impressed. They have zero experience and flip-flop around everywhere, trying to create a deal with nothing to actually make this type of deal but Harry's name. These interviews did not go well for them, and that's a fact. I think producers are watching the real-life shit show through the grapevine and don't want any part of their drama brought to a movie set. Drama queens cost money. Is the fact that Meghan Markle is American brought shame to the royal family? Being an American and actress to boot was considered an advantage. She was unstuffy, used to the camera following her around, used to putting on a show, and, most importantly, used to pretending she was enjoying herself, even if she wasn't. In fact, perfect on paper. Her downfall, as I suggest it has been most of her life, was her behavior. Her sense of entitlement grew as the wedding drew near, and afterwards it showed no limits. To actually say you are bored at an official function and tell your husband of 4 days you want to leave shows extraordinary signs of immaturity, as does provocatively sticking out your tongue, whether it be towards your husband, your stepmother-in-law, or for the benefit of invited guests. To be overheard saying she was disappointed that she had to share the British Embassy in Australia, not happy that they had been given the whole wing of the mansion, to be heard shouting and screaming at your new husband, to banish him from your bedroom, to keep staff up all night making banana bread, all warning signs that she was ill-suited to the role she had taken on. In many ways, the royal family is an old-fashioned tradition. Things have changed, and in very subtle ways, the Queen has modernized it, fit for the 21st century. But it's not vaudeville, and definitely not either sexy or suggestive, two looks Meghan specializes in. The British public on the whole love their royals and have expectations of behavior beyond that of us ordinary folk. Charm, calm, and a strange reticence necessary to keep their mystique alive. They're not like us. Even if they are exactly like the rest of us in private, that's not the side of them we want on show, not the people whose hands we feel privileged to shake. Rightly or wrongly, I think we expect them to behave admirably in public, and I mean that in the literal sense. We want to look up to them, admire them for who they are and what they do. We don't need to see them flirting with the camera with a slight mischievous and maybe knowing look. We certainly don't need to hear stories about diva behavior at 5 a.m., nor do we need a prince who has to apologize for his wife's behavior in public. At her age, we expected her to know and accept that she was now a member of the royal family, and the British public hoped for more: decorum, discretion, control. Sadly, it was a hope too far, but Meghan chose her path. I just wonder if it all has turned out for her as she expected. Meghan is responsible for her own actions and the legacy she leaves behind. At this point, it is filled with petty grievances, lies, deception, hypocritical behavior, conniving, discarding individuals when they outgrow their usefulness, disrespectful behavior, and vengeance. This certainly is not how I would want to be remembered, but I can only assume that is perfectly acceptable to Meghan because she has made no effort to apologize or do anything differently. After all, Meghan has been a huge disappointment to many. Prince Harry wanted to have a wife and family, and we hoped his fairy tale met with a happily ever after. We watched the wedding with excitement, and everyone welcomed Meghan. However, much to our disappointment, the glass slipper did not fit the bunion-covered foot. Meghan was not suited for royal life, and sadly, I don't think she ever will be. How about you? What do you think of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's earning power? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share with your own followers. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, right here. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.